Semen retention is the foundation for everything you will build in life. As a man, you have limited time, you have limited amount of energy, you have a lot of different things that you have to worry about. Your finances, right? Maybe you have a girlfriend, you have a family, right? And everything that involves keeping you alive requires energy, right? So, you have to understand that sexual energy, right, is the strongest force in the whole of existence, right? It's stronger than the nutrition you get from food. It's stronger than the energy you get from the sun. It's stronger, arguably stronger than like sleep, right? It is the foundation from which you build everything else, right? So when I talk a lot, I talk a lot about a whole bunch of different things here as it pertains to building wealth, financial freedom, getting in shape, right? Optimizing your relationships. None of that is possible if you are addicted to pornography. None of it. None of it is possible, right? Oftentimes we get so, we get stuck, right? We get frustrated, we get tired, right? And when I think back to all the times where I was tired, where I was frustrated, where I was depressed, where I was lazy and just procrastinating a lot, all of that stemmed from me lacking the first discipline, which is abstinence, right? And there's two ways to go about how to make sure that you are good when it comes to your purity and your ability to control yourself sexually, right? First off, if you're struggling right now, I resonate with you. I've struggled with pornography for years, right? Currently, I'm on about 90 days of no fap. So I have a girlfriend, right? We have sex. I blow my load. But as far as watching pornography and releasing, I haven't done that in about 90 days, right? So, and guys, listen, I'm transparent with you. I made a video about 4 months ago telling you guys I still struggle, right? I'll be honest, I do still struggle, right? So it's a constant battle, and I have forgiveness for myself, right? I don't beat myself up, but I'm on about 90 days of no fap. So listen, I do a lot in my life. I'll just kind of talk about what I do and how it can relate to you and how you pursue whatever you want to pursue. Right now, I work about 45 hours at my first job, sometimes 50, right? Usually, I do Uber on my days off. Some days I'll Uber for 8 hours. Some days I'll Uber for 5. But in total, I Uber about probably 20 hours a week, right? So between 65 and 70 hours, right? Of work, right? As it pertains to like going out in a physical sense, like that's how much I'm working, right? The gym, I work out maybe about 2 to 3 days a week, right? It's hard to work, like lift heavy weights and stay in shape when you're obviously caught up with money and things like that, right? So I do stay in shape, right? I do eat well. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at as far as, and obviously I'm making YouTube videos. I make YouTube videos damn near every day, guys, every day. So my life right now, there's so much, right, as it pertains to a job, a side hustle, YouTube, working out, that, guys, I'll be honest with you, the direction I'm moving, there's no time. I can't afford to relapse. I can't afford to watch porn, right? And it's hard. It's hard because I'm so busy, right? So I'm giving you guys sort of like a way, right, to, if you're young, right, and you want to build wealth, you want to invest your money, you want to get into real estate, you want to get into crypto, right? This is the foundation, right? None of that exists without control over your sexual energy, right? All of this work that I talk about as it pertains to investing in yourself, as it pertains to starting an online business, right? Being consistent over time, all of that is impossible if you're addicted to pornography, right? So I just kind of want to give you guys some hope, right? And sort of a model to go by, right? You want to be so obsessed with your life, with your progress, with your development as a human being, that it's like you can't afford, I can't afford to do that, right? I got, guys, listen, I'll be transparent. I'm not tight on bills, but at the end of the month, I'm close, right? So I can't afford to sit there, especially, you know, as a man, right? I'm gonna be 25 here soon. You know, I can't afford to sit here and not work and not go all out, right? And that's the mindset you have to have, right? You have to look at everything as a way to increase your energy, right? I made a video 2 days ago about increasing your energy, right? Obviously, exercise, you know, eat right, sleep. But guys, the foundation is semen retention. And the foundation to everything you build from that is your ability to control yourself sexually. That is the truth. That is the absolute truth. You guys know, I mean, I talk about it all the time, but you know, if you're relapsing, if you're constantly struggling, if you're constantly, you know, watching pornography and being so entrenched in that trap, there is no such thing as becoming like a business owner. There is no such thing as killing it in your job. There is no such thing as being in the best shape of your life. And there is, if you're single, there is damn sure no chance, right? I mean, there might be some chance. There is damn near no chance that you will be able to attract a quality woman. You may be able to attract, like, you know, a woman who's not so great or maybe has some bad habits, but the woman you want is not there. It's not going to be there when you're caught up in, you know, the bad habit of watching pornography. So I just want to make this video to sort of give you guys some hope, some inspiration. I'm on 90 days of NoFap. I'm going to continue to document my journey, right? I'm going to be very transparent with you guys. If I relapse, if I edge, if I you know, whatever, if I continue to keep going along the path, I'll keep you guys up to date because I want to inspire you guys to really get control of this. I think the foundation for men, you know, as far as restoring order in relationships, in finances, in just society in general, as it pertains to like respect, at like men as a idea of being respected, right? As men, I think it comes down to our ability to control ourselves. Everything stems from all the alcohol, all the crime, all the weed, all the vices that you struggle with typically are in alignment with sexual sin, right? Sexual sin is the first sin that leads to all the other sins. That leads to gluttony. That leads to sloth, right? That leads to pride, wrath, all of it, right? Guys, anger, when you're constantly watching porn, you're angry, right? You're angry at the world, you're upset, right? But what it is it's a reflection of you. It's a reflection of your inner emptiness, your inner darkness that you're entrenched in, right? Because when you're watching pornography, you're in the grasp of demons and the devil, right? So when you free yourself from that, right, and you move towards the light of Christ and you start to follow his lead, you start to make more money, you start to become better in your relationship, right? Your wife loves you more. And you're in better shape, you're healthy. When you're moving that way, that's the path God wants for all of us as men, right? But we've got it so backwards, right? And so I'm telling you right now, this is the foundation, and whatever you can build from this point forward will be in direct relation to how well you're disciplined with your sexual energy, right? So anyways, guys, I have really no more to say. I hope you guys got some value out of this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe. If you guys have any questions, comments, feel free to leave them down below. And as always, I will talk to you guys soon. Peace.